New maze coming to Fright Night 2018, in my opinion, will be... What's going on, guys? Nathan here, back on Nathan and Oliver Vlogs, and before I jump into this video, I just want to address that I'm so sorry for the lack of uploads for the past couple of weeks. Both me and Oliver have been very busy on both study and work recently, and we just haven't had time to make any videos recently, hence the lack of upload. With that being said, let's jump straight into the video. So as you can already tell by the title, I will be discussing my potential thoughts on the Fright Night lineup for this year. This will include all the mazes and just talks about what is actually happening. I'm going to jump right in to the returning mazes that will be, in my opinion, returning to the lineup. Now, as you are aware, last year's lineup was actually Saw Alive, followed by The Walking Dead Living Nightmare and The Walking Dead Sanctum, both of which were added to the lineup last year and were brand new for the Thorpe Park Resort's overall Fright Nights attractions. As well as this, you had the Big Top, which had been running since 2015, followed by Living Nightmare, Sanctum and Saw Alive, and the Big Top. You also had the one and only Platform 15, which had a massive improvement last year due to the amount of feedback that it got on previous years. You know, it wasn't really living up to standards. Not a lot of people liked it, needed a change, and it got that thanks to the one and only Figueroa Brothers. Brilliant work. Yes, Platform 15 will be also returning to the lineup. With that all being said, I'm now going to be releasing my thoughts on what mazes will be returning. Now, obviously, my feelings are that the Saw Alive will be returning to the lineup this year, as well as The Walking Dead Living Nightmare, The Walking Dead Sanctum, The Big Top, and Platform 15. I do, however, think that Containment will be leaving the lineup for this season, leaving only 5 mazes on the lineup. Now, bearing in mind Thorpe usually have about 6 mazes on average each year, I do think there's going to be additional mazes added to the lineup this year as well. And we'll discuss that and get to that further within the video. Firstly, my thoughts on Saw Alive. Why do I think it's returning? Well, one, I think it could be potentially last year this year, due to the fact that, as many enthusiasts know, the infrastructure on Saw Alive is slowly failing, and it's costing the resort a lot of money to repair and maintain each year. I know this for one because I am in talks with a lot of insiders from within the park and out of the park, and you know, I'm very close with a lot of people from Thorpe just because I'm a regular attender and I just love the place to bits. But then again, you cannot always trust what people say. Some of it is complete and utter bullshit. But no, we will soon find out in the further future. Do I think Saw Alive will be having the same layout? Yes, I do think it will have the same layout. It is currently open as well right now until the 3rd of September during the summer, which is great. I love the way they're doing that. I think it's because they're sending it off as it's last year. This year it would make a lot of sense, giving people even more time to experience the attraction before it goes. It's just my personal opinion. That's how I feel it's going to go down. But yeah, it's sad to see. It would be really sad to see it go, as the mazes are it's such an old maze. It's been there so long, performed so well, and I know this year it's definitely going to be worth going in because the actors are going to be getting a lot more intense. Now, moving on from Saw Alive, I'm now going to be talking about the Big Top. Now, 2015, the Big Top was located on a meaty beach, or some people know it as Neptune Beach. It was done like a carnival tent kind of idea, where you had, I think there was 3 separate tents located on the beach, and you located on the beach, which was separated from each other, and you would walk through them. it didn't work very well, and you know, don't get me wrong, the mirror maze, the massive mirror maze, that was brilliant, but I do still feel like the part of the attraction from that year it opened, like its opening year wasn't the best, but the way Thorpe have gone on feedback and everything for this maze is just incredible. It's had such an improvement, and from going to one of the worst, you know, mazes they released in 2015 to the best maze, one of the best mazes they've ever released within history, is just obscene. It is incredible. The maze is incredible, and if you are an enthusiast, it's definitely worth attending at Fright Nights to experience this attraction. Now, the Big Top last year was actually located next to Rush. Basically now, which is now, if they do put it there this year, it will be located by the Crust, I think it's called. So that will obviously be closed from Fright Nights because the attraction will be there, and obviously they will also block off the path down to Soar Alive like they did last year. But however, there has been talks about it being moved to the marquee near Swarm, which I really do not want to happen. The marquee by Swarm, by that I mean just a sort of containment where they hold all the events, a load of events. Stormzy's Party was also held in there. I know that could be a potential place where it can go, but I still feel like that's inside. But, you know, I doubt it would go in there. It wouldn't make any sense really. It'll be a completely new style. And so as I'm aware, and I feel like it's going to be staying in the same location, same layout. However, I do think, and so I've been told, it will be getting a revamp. And it's very interesting because, no, for one, they're not changing the layout. Two, they're not changing the theming. The theme is staying the same. Everything's going to be staying the same. The layout, the theme, everything. They're just adding certain features in the maze in. So there's going to be new features, basically new things added in. Basically a touch up this year for Big Top. Try and make it even better. But I don't want them to like go overboard with it and just ruin it from previous years. That'd be a real shame. But no, Big Top, that is my opinion. Let me know in your comments down below of what you think of Big Top. Now we head on to platform 15, located within the Canada Creek Railway. The abandoned train is still sitting there, rotting away throughout the whole season. But no, platform 15, looking forward to it this year. You know, there's no reason why it's not going to return. I feel like it's going to return. It's going to keep the same layout, same theming, same script. I don't see it changing at all. No added features. Maybe, possibly to the ending. I'm not sure because the ending didn't have very good feedback last year. But no. Platform 15, I think it's basically going to be the same old platform 15. With all that being said, guys, about platform 15, I'm now going to move on to The Walking Dead Living Nightmare. Now, there has been a lot of conspiracy covering The Walking Dead Living Nightmare this year. Is it going to be going extreme for Fright Nights? Will there be any additions to the ending? What's happening with the ending? Is it keeping the same? Is it going to be changed? Right. At the moment, I actually have no idea. Like, it's just mismatched. Like, no one has a clue. Like, no one has a clue what's going on. Personally, Walking Dead Living Nightmare, extreme. Do I feel like they do it for Fright Night? See, I really want them to, but I don't feel like they will, personally. Just because, like, it needs so many actors just for that maze alone, and just all the other mazes will be like shit if they don't have many actors in the other mazes, like Big Top and all that, would just be terrible. And so I feel like they're just going to even it out, just keep it as Living Nightmare. It just wouldn't make sense if they put it back as Extreme. The ending, like with the little tent for Extreme and stuff, and the way they rush you through and don't stop you, I feel like that's going to be changed to the original. I don't feel like they're going to leave it in the state it is now, because obviously that's when the Extreme was there. Obviously got the Big Top theme as well. So I don't feel, I feel like in that respect it's going to be changed to its original state. Which, you know, I don't feel like there'll be new scenes, because obviously they've added new scenes with Extreme previously, so will they add a few bits and bobs here and there, or they'll chuck you in on your own with the Extreme bit? Will they put you in a chair? I don't know. it's all to be revealed. The other Walking Dead scare maze attraction, which actually made its way into the lineup last year, which was a very different maze, in fact, various previous mazes that the park have done, and I think it was a bit of a bad move. It was a very different switch up, and it was a bit of a bad move in my opinion, and that is obviously, which we all know as Sanctum. Now, Sanctum was based as an outdoor attraction, which was located next to Swarm, on the basically northwest of Swarm Island. By the photo booth, if you turn right, you can actually go down a path now during Fright Nights, and you can actually go to where Sanctum was laid out. Now, Sanctum used a lot of shipping containers, which didn't actually come into play. So yeah, these shipping containers didn't actually work, like they were placed around as in like to direct you through the maze in the attraction. They never actually came into play. You didn't actually get a walk through them with actually like scares as you came out and stuff like that, which a lot of people expected. They expected them to be more interactive. But the maze itself, and I'll give the park credit for this, the maze itself, the cast of the maze, and the amount of interaction you got as you walked through was really, really good. And that was the only benefit and positive that actually came out for me. Hence why if I gave it a rating out of 5, it would have to be 2. Just for the lack of scares. And when you go to Fright Nights, you expect scares. Do I think it will return? Yes, I do, but I feel like they may add new scenes to it. So obviously previous years with the platform, they gave it new scenes from last year, and that's most likely, which I've said, going to return for this year as well. Before I release any information on my thought, I just want to make you guys aware that none of this information is confirmed. It is not confirmed, it may not be true, and it may just build a conspiracy left dead. But with that being said, the moment you have all been waiting for, then the new maze coming to Fright Nights in 2018, in my opinion, will be the Blair Witch Project.
The guy who uploaded this video said it was from a tape he found in the Black Hills woods.
Sister could still be out there after all these years.
Oh my God!
There's quite a few reasons for this and why this is my opinion for it being the new maze for 2018. Recently, Thorpe Park hosted an event named as Zombie Hunt. And Zombie Hunt is actually located in the place in which sits as the old Canada Creek Railway, which platform 15 also runs down. Now, as you are also aware, the Canada Creek Railway, as you are aware from previous years, early years, when Fright Nights was in its director days, which in my opinion were the best days the park held. That part of Old Town was actually known as Burkesville. Now, the reason I find that very interesting is because Burkesville, if you have watched the Blair Witch Project, which I recommend doing for my reasons for it to be the new maze for 2018, is because Burkesville is the place in which the Blair Witch is located. It's located in a woods called Burkesville.
The guy who uploaded this video said it was from a tape he found in the Black Hills woods.
Sister could still be out there after all these years.
You've probably watched some videos, you've seen photos, loads of different uploads on Zombie Hunt if you are an enthusiast, and you may have seen different posters located just at the collection point where you collect your guns ready to join the fight. Now, within the posters you see loads of different people from actually within the park, outside the park, different, I think celebrities are on there as well. I had no idea. I have no idea half the people are on there. I know a few, I know quite a few because there are a lot of staff members I know that are on there. But there's one picture that caught my eye in particular, and this was this picture right here. Now, as you can see, it has a picture of a woman named Heather who has gone missing. Now, this gone missing relates to all the posters, which is basically why they placed them up. You can see them when you're actually within the zombie hunt attraction as well. But no, this unknown person known as Heather, as you can see, was last seen within Burkesville. Now, if we go back to the original Blair Witch movie, known as the Blair Witch Project, this Heather was actually the main character within the movie. Here's a clip of the movie which I'm going to show you right now to prove it.
I'm serious, I don't have the map, okay?
Heather, that is so not cool, man.
I know it's not cool.
That is so not cool.
I know it's not cool.
So yeah, by that you can clearly tell that's Heather, and that is definitely a picture of her as well. And it's all a bit very suspicious that, you know, Burkesville's where the Blair Witch was. It's where the Blair Witch used to be on Park. They got rid of it, they added new scenes, and it all kind of fits in. If they do go ahead and actually cause the Blair Witch to return within the area of Burkesville, or should I say the area of Zombie Hunt, I will be shocked, because it ran for a long time. It was at first known as the Blair Witch Project, and then they changed it to the Blair Witch because the new film came out in 2016, and at the end of 2016, because the film came out mid 2016, or it was, you know, near September time, and obviously when Fright Nights comes out in October, Thorpe added a few new features, and they quoted new scenes, and they renamed it as Blair Witch because the new film was called the Blair Witch. But as you see in my previous videos, and you might have seen on at Thorpe Park, my Facebook page, you would have seen pictures of the actual Blair Witch shed, and it's actually been hands and a lot of added theming spotted onto it. Currently at this point, that is all I have to say. I've expressed my opinions about what's coming to Fright Nights in 2018. That's literally all I've got to say, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Please comment down below on your thoughts of what's going to come to Fright Nights 2018. Leave your thoughts on what maze you think will be either returning or making its way into the lineup for this coming season. And with that being said, please like the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!